Okay. So, of course, I'm going to ask you some Animal House questions. I don't think you've answered any today, have you?
Still a thing, or this?
No, it's a video.
Oh, it's a video. Wow.
Yeah, you're moving and everything.
Wow.
So, Karen,
Yes.
go way back and think what you thought of Peter when you first met him on the set of Animal House.
Well, I auditioned with him.
That's right.
I met him when I first, they met me in New York maybe 4 or 5 times. I read for this role of Katie. And then there was some resistance to me from Universal because I had never done a film before.
That's right, it was Universal.
So they flew me to Los Angeles. And the first time I met Peter, we auditioned together.
Yeah.
Peter had already been given the role of Boone, and it was down to me and one other person who I think had a lot more experience than I did. But she kept crying in the scene, is what John Landis told me.
Was it a sad scene?
No, it was a really silly scene. It was the first scene in the film. It's where I say, "Oh, great, you and your buddies go out to the cabin." He says, "I think I'm in love with the retard." Or I say, "I think I'm in love with the retard."
Yeah.
I guess she kept sobbing when she was doing
Well,
that
thank God. I mean,
and it never occurred to me to sob.
I'm glad.
But he was absolutely fantastic to audition with, and made me feel really, really.
Well, it was easy for me.
And I got the part.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm happy you helped her. So.
Well, I thought it was a good match, and it was fun. I mean, John Landis was just saying, "What do you think?" And I said, "I think you're crazy if you don't hire her."
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah. So you thought she was okay?
Oh no, I knew she was more than okay.
Yeah. Well, what made you think she was the one?
Just her presence and the way we worked off of each other. It was, you have to. We were playing a couple who were together
already. Yeah.
We didn't meet in the movie. We were already together. So that kind of simpatico is not easy to come by.
That's true.
I think we just felt naturally at ease, and I'm sure that's what John saw us.
yeah.
As well as the fact that we didn't cry. So.
Yeah, well, thank God. I don't think I would have quite thought of Animal House the same way, as a tragedy. So, when was the last time either one of you wore a toga?
Oh, I've never. Oh, did I wear it? I might have worn a toga in college, but not in my daily going to.
Well, I don't know. Now they might just throw toga parties in your honor.
I would still come in a suit. I think.
What about you?
I've never worn a toga. I'm a toga-free person.
Yeah.
Okay.
TF.
Yeah.
You'd have a hard time getting me in a toga.
Okay. Well, they were just sheets anyway. So.
Just sheets.
But and when you hear the song "Shout," do you spontaneously feel the need to dance?
No, unless I'm at a place where there's dancing.
Oh, okay.
But I love that song. Yeah.
I'll dance at the drop of a hat.
Well, see, now every time I hear that song, I think of the movie, and I don't know. I think of
Me too.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I remember when I heard it as a kid. When I first heard the song, it was memorable then. So
Yeah,
I thought,
it only got better.
well, I thought that the soundtrack for the film was really
No, it was
good.
great.
It chose good music.
That's true. Yeah. Now, do you get any checks or residuals from sales of, I know the answer, but from Animal House or anything, showings on TV?
Maybe like,
Pennies? Dollars? Not much.
$50 every 3 months or something like that.
Well, it pays something, right? It's a groceries.
It's a lot of,
Yeah.
That'll get you through a week of tomatoes, maybe.
Well, I read that, Donald Sutherland and John Belushi got $40,000?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's what it says on IMDb, and of course they never lie. But I assume you got a little less.
No, we got a lot less.
A lot less.
It was our first film. So.
But do you think? I mean, I'm sure now. Like, on average, how many times do people ask you, about or say something about Animal House?
Well, it depends.
Like they come
on
up to you, or
it's pretty. It depends on where.
Well, how many times, like in a month? What?
Oh God, I wouldn't have a clue.
But do they mention it?
Animal House?
Yeah. Well, you have other movies, I know that, but.
Yeah, I mean it's
Depends on
a film that has really stood the test of time. So there are still people, know, it gets watched. You know, I mean, I know people. There's a lot of films that
We
they
know
come and they
we know
go,
their kids.
and you either saw it or you didn't. But
Right.
Animal House has real staying power.
Oh,
I mean,
it's-
you know, kids who are 15, 16, 17, 18 are just discovering it now for the
Right.
first time.
You know, because it's a period piece, it's timeless.
I think that was you're very astute with that observation. I thought that added to the allure of the movie because it couldn't be put in a time capsule for 1977.
Right.
Because it was about another time.
And even though you were naughty boys, it seemed a little more
those-
innocent.
Well,
A little bit.
well, when you see it now, I mean, when it came out, it was somewhat scandalous, but now it's
Yeah.
like nothing.
I don't know.
compared to what they're doing.
There's a few things that'll still.
That's true. But generally, it was the equivalent surprise in that genre that Star Wars was for science
Sure.
fiction, and Jaws was for horror, and The Godfather was for gangster movies.
No, you're right. It became
Of the genres, it broke
Right.
through because it was seemed to be so new.
It was new. Now it's everybody's ripping up still.
That's true. We should get paid just
Residuals for that.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you.